What's up guys, it's your boy JabbaBoy108 here. I am going to be doing the US Grand Prix of 2013 as Fernando Alonso, the guy who got third place and stopped Sebastian Vettel from winning the championship at that event last year. So yeah folks, I'm going to be running on expert difficulty, which means they are going to be extremely hard, and I'm going to be using 4 flashbacks, 25%, which is a 14 lap race, and the weather settings are set to dynamic. So yeah folks, and here is a guide by Anthony Davidson.
Okay, here we are at Austin, Texas on the run up the main straight. You've got this amazing elevation in towards turn 1. Brake in a nice straight line and feed the car in second gear at the apex. Watch the exit as well. You don't want the car to snap out on you. Now prepare yourself for what's to come. This looks like a fantastic series of corners, reminiscent of Silverstone's Maggots and Beckett's. Feed the car left and right, and it continues on, and you want to keep the car as straight as you possibly can. Now as you head up the hill towards turn 8, reserve the speed mid-corner to open up turn 9 as you head now down the hill through the kink of turn 10 and towards turn 11. Now look to the right hand side, the brake marker boards help you at 100 meter boards, slow it all back down into first gear. Very, very tight apex there, and watch out for the traction on the exit because it's an important straight, this one, to get onto cleanly. A good chance in racing conditions as well to have a go down the inside, maybe in towards turn 12. Coming up now, again, right hand side, you've got the brake marker boards, leads you into the corner, sacrifice the exit slightly, bring it back over to the left so that you can open up this double right hand corner of turns 13 and 14. Bring it to the right hand side, miss the left hand apex to start off with before clipping the apex of turn 15 itself. Now bring the car to the left hand side to open it up in this fantastic triple apex right hand corner. Feel the G-force build up on your neck through this one, and now feed the car to the right hand side for this 90-degree left that follows. Keep the speed as much as you can up to this next left-hander down into second gear, and that's a more straightforward corner that leads you on to the final straight and the start-finish line here in Texas.
Yeah folks, also what I want to tell you guys that on Wednesday I'm going to be doing the same exact thing that I did when I was doing the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix weekend, and that is I'm going to be doing 2 videos on Wednesday, one which is going to be a scenario mode, the other going to be a classic scenario mode. So I think you guys are going to enjoy the ones that I'm going to give you. I think they're pretty good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed them, and yeah, keep an eye out for those. So I start on 4th on the grid. I'm gonna start on the option, go to the primes, and then I'm gonna run a very high, very low setup. It's got a little bit of fast corners in there. I know they've got a little bit of slow corners, but not as much as the fast corners. So yeah, folks. So, yeah, on pole is Rosberg, Hamilton 2nd, Webber 3rd. Teammate 7th, so yeah, let's do this.
Ready.
So here we go, folks. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go here at Austin, Texas. We're getting a good start off the line. Sebastian Vettel's right at my, is almost side by side me as we head into turn number 1. Webb and Hamilton battling it out in turn number 1. All a little bit of contact with me and Hamilton as I understeer straight into him. Coming down into the Maggots and Beckett section, braking hard. Just checking up so I don't run into the back there of Hamilton. In a load of understeer, but I think it's just because it's the first lap, you know, the fuel load is very, very heavy. The fuel loads are very, very heavy. The fuel load on the first lap is like carrying 2 people in an F1 car, so very, very heavy. And of course that's going to affect my cornering, so yeah folks. But once we go throughout, once we our way through the race, then we'll start, then the fuel loads will go down, and hopefully we should be faster as we head down the main straight. Here comes Hamilton making a move around the outside of Rosberg, braking hard, coming into the going into the hairpin here. Oh, going around the going onto the artificial grass there whilst passing Rosberg there. So glad that I didn't get didn't have to give the place back. But I think I'm going to give the place back because I think that was a little bit of a, legal overtake going on there. So yeah, folks. Heading into turn 19, this is a corner where a lot of drivers spun through there. Coming onto the final corner. Down the main straight, passing Rosberg. Up into 2nd place, Massa there in 4th place, so he must have had a beautiful start, must have had like a Alonso-esque start. So the hunt is on between me and Hamilton. Can I close and pass Lewis Hamilton for the lead of the US Grand Prix? Now remember last year Lewis Hamilton won the race after passing Sebastian Vettel. Beautiful moment that was, you know, because Vettel at that time was just so dominant. I know he wasn't dominant in Abu Dhabi, but you know, throughout the last races, you know, at India, Korea, Suzuka, he's been just so dominant. And then come Austin, Hamilton just comes along and decides to take his Austin, Texas win away from him by passing him. And yeah, folks. I mean, that was just one of many. That was just one of many highlights of the 2012 season because, like I said, you know, Vettel had been dominating throughout throughout the last couple of races, except for Abu Dhabi, and just really was in a class of his own. No one really could touch him. So yeah, I mean, to have Hamilton beat him was a massive sigh of relief for Vettel haters. And by the way, folks, I really don't like Vettel because like I said, you know, he always wins. He's always out in front. He's doing his own thing. It's just you know, it's just boring seeing him all the time leading the race. I'm sort of a guy that likes drivers. I'm a guy that likes drivers who are just so attacking. I know he did some last year in Abu Dhabi, but like, if he does it often, then I will start to like him. But if he's just not doing it often. I want to see him do it more often, like do courageous overtakes or whatever. Hamilton and Alonso and Rosberg do those things, whilst Vettel, I mean, I can understand, like, it's Vettel's skill, you know. Vettel's so quick with the car, you know, and all that, you know, I can understand, but, you know, but whenever I see like a driver having a very, very good, whenever I see a world champion or like in their world championship, yeah, I never see them all the time being on top. Lewis Hamilton, for example, was never on top. He was never on top consistently, but he was on top like one or two times, like Monaco, British Grand Prix, China, whatever, so on. So yeah. And also for Raikkonen, who just did the exact same as Hamilton, Alonso did the exact same as Hamilton. So yeah, I like those types of drivers. I just don't like Vettel. So yeah, folks, I'm starting, and speaking of Hamilton, I am starting to close up on Hamilton now. I'm just on lean fuel at the moment, just trying to save my fuel just in case something goes wrong. Just done a 144.2 there, 141.2 there. I am 1.5 behind Lewis Hamilton, and I think I am starting to close up. And I think I can see it. And oh, what's happened to Lewis? Oh, Lewis has had a problem. Lewis Hamilton, the winner of last year, has got a problem. Oh dear, dramas. Oh, what a heartbreak for Hamilton. I really wanted a good battle. I wanted a battle between me and Hamilton. Looks like we're not going to get it. Looks like it's going to be another dominant victory for me. Hashtag Vel, hashtag Alonso. So, yeah. Oh my god, what a heartbreak. What a heartbreak for Hamilton, the winner from last year. The winner that went on to take Vettel for the lead is now done. That's never happened before, like these engine bloods on F1 2013. So yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. It's the first time I've seen that in the game. This is not the second time I've seen it. I've seen it for the first time. So I'm going to try and push a little bit. I'm just going to try and push a little bit on this stint, on these final couple of laps before I have to pit. I'm just doing quite nicely. I'm doing 42s, which are okay lap times. You know, they're decent. Not really off the pace. I mean, I'm 7 seconds ahead. I was 7 seconds. I was 6.9 ahead, and it was still the same in sector 3. So it's not really changed. So yeah, it's starting to maintain. I'm starting to not feel Rosberg's not starting to pull away. So yeah, folks, we're starting to maintain. I'm starting to feel comfortable and confident about the victory that could happen in the next 9 laps. And yeah, it is starting to show, because look, 7.5 to 6.9. So yeah, we are starting to close up. We're starting to pull away. So yeah, folks, I'm just going to save my fuel for a bit. My tyres are they're a little bit damaged, but they're not too damaged to become a real problem. The clouds are starting to form now. I mean, there's a little bit blue patches, but honestly, it's starting to get darker now. So, are we going to expect rain? Is rain going to come probably in the last couple laps? I don't know. Hopefully, I really hope we do. I honestly, for my sake, I really hope it does, because we haven't had a lot of wet races, you know, to be honest. I mean, we did have the British Grand Prix and the Belgian Grand Prix that was in the wet conditions, but after that we haven't had any. So I'm just hoping and praying come Brazil, that we have a very, very wet race, because I don't want to have another race where I don't want the final race to be wet. Because remember last year, I think we had, what do you have? We had like, I think we had like. We only had one race, and that was Belgium. Yeah, Vettel. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, Vettel, and that was at Belgium. That was I think that was 2 years ago. No way, it was last year. Yeah, it was last year, because it was 2020. Yeah, it was last year. So yeah, we've had some. I think so. We've had more wet races than last year. But I really want, to have. This is what I really want to have, more wet races, during the season, because we haven't had a lot. I really, what I was expecting for this season, 2013, I was expecting like 4 or 5 rain races to happen, and then the rest to be just dry. But no, we just had I've just been a little bit lucky and unlucky. Unlucky that we haven't got a wet race, but lucky that I don't have to cope with that pressure of, trying to keep it on the road or whatever. or whatnot. So yeah, folks. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have. Hopefully, for the final race, we can have a wet race, because that's something I really enjoy having. So coming around the final corner, 1:30, 1 minute 43.2. I'm gonna pit this lap. I didn't pit this lap. My team told me to pit this lap, but because my tyres are so good and because I'm starting, you know, and because I've got a good cushion, you know, I might as well keep going just in case, you know. Oh, but Master's in second. He might pit this up. Okay. Okay, what's the gap between me and Master? Okay, 7.3. That's an okay gap. I mean, if I have like a 3 if I have a decent stop and don't wreck up my front wing, then I should be okay to get out in and out just before Massa comes in. So yeah, folks, I just gotta push like hell to get away from Webber so that we can make the stack work, because there's like a little bit, there's like a 2 or 1 second little interval between pit stops, between like if you're stacking, then like when the first car comes out of the pits, comes out of the pit box, it usually takes like 2 seconds, and if you're behind someone, if you're like a couple of seconds behind, then you'll lose probably like 2 seconds. So yeah, folks, I mean, but I'm gonna have to pit, you know. If I stay out, then these guys might pass me because I'll have fresh tyres. So I've just got to have to pit, you know. If he stacks, that's his fault. You should have pitted that lap. You should have pitted the lap before. But I guess, you know, I did. But I guess I did pit. I didn't pit on lap 6. So here we go into the pit lane. Oh, so Master's pits. Pastor stays out. Okay, that's good news. So 3.2, good, an okay pit stop. Where do we feed out? So here we go, coming out of the pit lane, and we are massively ahead of Rosberg. So where's Rosberg? There is Rosberg. Rosberg's right there. So I think I should be okay because I have fresh tyres and. Yeah, I think I should be fine. I don't think this lead's gonna get. I don't think this lead's gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna lose the lead because I've got fresh tyres. I'm a little bit good in terms of tyre saving. You know, sometimes if I'm in a weak car, I feel the tyre saving becomes a real issue for me. But honestly, I think I've got this race covered, unless I really damage my tyres. Because I am very smooth. I am a very smooth driver. Just really modulating the throttle right there. Just trying to not put the power down too early, because otherwise that spins the rears and that wrecks your tyres. So just being very, very conservative for my tyres for a little bit, and then if I have a little bit of life left, then I can just go for it. I can just flat out go for it. So Massa comes into the pits. He must have been on the primes, because that's really late. So there we go. I take the lead of the US Grand Prix. Gaps. What's the gap? That's 3 seconds. The gap's 3 seconds. And Massa comes out second, third, fourth. He comes out fourth. Sucks. Really would love to have Massa on the podium with me, but whatever. Doesn't matter. So I'm setting purple sectors, but I'm setting purple sectors. But I think, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna push. I'm gonna push for like a couple of until like probably lap 11, lap 12, and then I'll just save it up, because that should be a good balance, you know, in terms of tyre saving and in terms of pace. Because Rosberg, if I just go straight up doing conservative tyre things, then I'll have probably like a supply of tyres left that I could have used in the final couple of laps. So I'm just using every little bit as I can. Just making a mistake there. Rosberg closed me a little bit down there. Trying to get away from Rosberg there. This gap's 3.9, which is 4 seconds on that last sector. The last corner onto the pit straight, all a little bit wide there. 40.7. That's an okay lap. That's a good lap. Tyre temperatures are good. Into lap number 10. So 5 laps to go, including this one. At the moment, we're doing okay. We're starting to pull the gap up now. So this is really good. Oh yeah, my tip for victory, by the way, if you're wondering, my tip for victory is it's gonna have to be Lewis Hamilton. There's something about him that just makes him good around that track. I don't know what it is, but he's just so good around here. When the Red Bulls were so dominant around that track, he was in that McLaren, which Button was in 11th when he was qualified. He qualified second by a second, by 1/10. In Q1 he was a second, 1/10. So there's something about that track. So I'm going to say Lewis for the victory. And I know he isn't good in terms of tyres, but I think honestly, they've got a 2-week break. I think they're going to make like upgrades or whatever. So if that is the case and they do get upgrades for like maybe the tyres or whatever, that could really pay off in terms of victory. So yeah, I'm going to say Hamilton. So there we go, coming across the line, 4 laps to go in Austin, Texas, 1 minute 40.4. I'm doing an okay job. I'm 5 seconds ahead of Rosberg. I set the fastest lap. Vettel in 4th. Raikkonen 3rd, so Vettel must have took Massa, probably using DRS down that main straight there. So yeah, this is a very quiet race. I wanted a big fight between me and Hamilton for the lead there, because I was closing him down. I was closing him down, and yeah, I mean, it would have been really nice, because he would be, I don't know, I'd probably. It's difficult to say actually, to be honest, because I was closing him down. I was 1.5 when it happened, so I wasn't so I knew it wasn't going to be long when I closed him down. So yeah, and also it'd be nice for the video, because all the time in Abu Dhabi, India, they've all been, and Korea for that matter, have all been very, very stale races. They haven't been races where I've just had a mega battle with Rosberg or whatever, and that sucks for you guys. And I'll see what I can do, maybe next year, whatever. So yeah, factory sorry race. You're only getting me in the lead, just cruising. Like, it sucks. I think it's just because I'm just so good, I'm just so fast. So I might actually turn the AI probably up to legend for the final race, but I might actually. But but I think, to be honest, I might actually I think I might keep it the way it is, because honestly, look at the times. I ain't getting away from Rosberg. I ain't beasting Rosberg out, like I did in Abu Dhabi. I'm pulling away from him. It's sort of stabilising, so that could assume to me that you know, this could be, you know, my limit in terms of the AI. So yeah, folks, I think I might actually keep it that way. I think it's just the car that I'm using is very at the front. You know, very quick. I mean, not in real life, to be honest. Oh, look, so, and look at that. Look, 4.6. It's 5 seconds. So yeah, I don't think it's the AI. I think it's just the car. And yeah, like, back to what I was saying. It's not very quick now in real life. So yeah, I mean, it's coming around the final corner onto lap 13. We've got 2 laps left of the US Grand Prix. I'm 4 seconds ahead of Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes. Going around the first corner, taking it nice and beautifully, smooth as you. That's the thing you've got to do. You know, when you're racing, you've got to be smooth as you. You've got to be smooth because when you're smooth, you know, it helps your tyres, makes you quick and all that. So yeah, folks. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing that just to save my tyres and also to be quick as well. Because if you can have that balance, then you're just going to be unstoppable. You'll literally be unstoppable in Formula 1. So yeah, folks, coming down the main straight. There you see that little tower there. I like the tower, you know. And I never knew that was actually based on a snake, like on a cobra or viper. I never knew that because when it was first introduced, you know, I thought, you know, it's something, you know, very creative. But no, it's actually based on a snake, and that's kind of cool. You know, Texas snake, whatever. That's awesome. So yeah, folks, nice little thing that they've got going down. Really love to, you know, go up there and experience, you know, the top floor of that little spectating thing. So yeah, folks, on to the last lap of the race at the US Grand Prix. Going into turn number 1, hitting that bollard there. Coming into this little Maggots and Beckett section here. My favourite part of the circuit, in my opinion. Very fast, very flowing. Here's my fast fuel. Working hard into the hairpin. You want to be very wide going around there because it'll give you a good drive out of the corner and onto the main straight. DRS for this race, I think. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully, I really hope it is the DRS zone. One of the DRS zones. There's another DRS zone, and that is at the pit straight, which I think should be for this year because it's very long. It's a place where loads of overtakes really happen, and usually happen on turn 1 or you exit turn 1. But yeah, they're places where it could build momentum, which builds an overtake up. So yeah, folks, I mean, it'd be nice if they actually did it there, and I hope they do it there. So yeah, folks, coming around the final corner, and we win here at Austin, Texas, as Fernando Alonso getting his first win at the US Grand Prix. What an achievement that he's done. Hopefully he can pull it off probably in the race, but I think it's going to be Lewis for sure. So yeah, folks, so here are the results. Fernando Alonso wins the race, Nico Rosberg second, Kimi Raikkonen third, Sebastian Vettel fourth, Felipe Massa fifth, Romain Grosjean sixth, Nico Rosberg seventh, Mark Webber eighth, Jenson Button ninth, Sergio Perez 10th, Daniel Ricciardo 11th, Paul di Resta was 12th, Adrian Sittle was 13th, Esteban Gutierrez was 14th, Pastor Maldonado was 15th, Valtteri Bottas was 16th, John-Eric Verne was 17th, 18th was Jules Bianchi, 19th was Charles Puig, 20th was Max Chilton, 21st was Guido van der Garde, and 22nd was, of course, Lewis Hamilton, who had some sort of problem with his engine. So thank you very much for watching. It's your boy Jabba Woman 8. I'm out. Peace.